Welcome back to this new video Tech Express. Today let's tackling a crucial aspect on the Shopify theme customization, which is making your code edits update friendly. So we'll show you how to use to structure your codes so that updating your theme doesn't break your customization. So the problem with direct theme code edits. Directly editing your theme code files can lead to headaches when you update your theme because your customization might get overwritten, causing your store to look and function incorrectly. So we needed to avoid that, right? So to make your code edits update friendly, we can follow these principles. First of all, we want to use snippets. So organize your custom code into reusable snippets. I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to generate here my Google Docs, and I'm going to generate here an actual blank site. Into my blank document or my blank site, I'm going to be generating, of course, my new code edits from Shopify. Next thing to do is to use, for example, the DeepSeek AI. Now the DeepSeek is just as a ChatGPT, but it also gives us a really great structure of it. So let's say, for example, here I have a DeepSeek, and let's say that I'm going to be telling them I have a Shopify store and I am using a lot of codes. So help me create a document to organize my snippets. Right? We can of course create custom applications. Now for complex customization, we can develop a custom Shopify application, but this is totally different for another tutorial. Now we can minimize code file edits so we can avoid directly modifying core theme files whenever possible. Really important into it. Now here, for example, we have a document structure, the snippet inventory table. So I have the custom product batches. There's the file location, the purpose of my file, the dependencies, the last modified, and the notes. And here's the second thought, which is the snippet details template. So for each snippet, we can create a detailed section, which in this case should be location, the file name, and here's the purpose used in dependencies and the code overview. Then the modification history. Really important to add description of the changes and any special considerations of troubleshooting tips. Next is the code change logged, which is the date, the snippet name, the change made, the change by, and the tested. And lastly, the organization tips. So we can use clear descriptive names, precise instead of batches.liquid. We can use product custom batches.liquid. And group related snippet with prefix, for example, card, Ajax, update, liquid. And the directory structure. So I can use here, for example, into my docs, directory structure. And here is the snippet I'm going to be using. So here's my code I'm going to be using here. Another code is the code documentation. So let's type here code documentation. And I copy and I paste my code. So this way I can be structured and organizing all of my codes from Shopify. Now something else you can do is to use this snippet for reusable code. So snippets are small reusable pieces of code that you can include into your theme template. So make sure that when you click into your Shopify administrator code, go directly into your online store. Into your online store, go for themes. Go for these three dots, which is actions, and we can of course choose the option that says edit the code. Into this snippet folder, I'm going to choose all of this. The snippet, here it is. I'm going to click into add a new snippet. Now give your snippet a descriptive name. For example, let's type custom product details, as we just saw directly here from DeepSeek AI. .liquid when I hit for done. Now add your custom code to the snippet file, which in this case should be, for example, the directory snippet. So create a custom application. So for complex customization that involves new functionality or data, consider developing a customer Shopify application. So customer applications are installed separately from the theme, so they won't be affected by the theme updated. So I'm going to hit now to save. Make sure that I hold back. And into applications, there's more custom applications that require coding knowledge. So Shopify APIs and Liquid, for example, or use the Shopify CLI to get started with custom app development. And lastly, the minimize core files edits. So avoid directly editing codes themes like the theme.liquid product template or collection template whenever possible, because using theme settings to configure your store appearance and functionality, create custom sections for unique content layouts, and if you must edit core files, make very clear comments to the coding elements so you remember what you have changed. And lastly, the version control. For those comfortable with the coding, use version control like Git. This will let you track changes and easily revert if needed. So here are my testing documentation. Thoroughly test your customization after making any code changes, document your code and any changes you have made to the theme, and this will make it easier to maintain your store into the long run. The last solution that I can give you is that when you have edited your theme, make sure that before you edit one theme, I'm going to hit into my theme and duplicate this theme. So this time I have the copy of my theme, and every changes I have done, I have now this other version just in case I have misspelled or added information on the wrong side of my coding. So this time you don't have to be worrying about editing the direct editing core. So by following these best practices, you can make your Shopify theme code edits more update friendly, save your time and frustration into the future. So if you find this helpful, guys, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to TechSpress, and if you have any tips for managing Shopify theme code, you can let us know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully we can all see you next time.